So we're here on Portobello Road, and it's September the 8th, and we've got a stall on Portobello Road, and we're just a group of residents that are concerned about the mega merger of Genesis and Notting Hill Housing Trust, and we're collecting signatures, and we want to oppose this mega merger. And Genesis is part of a huge property company that's joined with Capita, and what they're into is asset stripping all the beautiful housing stock that we have in Notting Hill, and as soon as any property becomes vacant, they will sell that asset off, and they will build what they call these regeneration projects, huge housing projects. And currently Notting Hill Housing Trust has one underway, and they're building 1,551 units. 950 of those units are going to be sold off in the private market, and they don't consider social housing as a fundamental need anymore. They basically call it affordable housing. Affordable housing is anything up to 80% of the market rent. So they're going to be hiking rents up to, in some cases, Genesis rents in the last few years have gone up to 177%. And we Housing Trust residents and tenants and leaseholders, and we're very concerned about this partnership and regeneration scheme. So basically, we're just going to ask a couple of the people what they feel about this merger that's going on. So I've got Bill here, and he's going to just give you some of his concerns
if you want to take any. I know you're involved in
current merger
groups already. But I saw your blog post on Notting Hill doing the dirty.
Bill,
That's an old one.
Yeah. But they're doing it everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's disgusting.
Yes, they're doing it everywhere. They're just corporate now. Corporate, so I mean, they cite themselves on their website as one of London's biggest property developers. They're proud of it.
Well, first I think the problem is the way they've gone about it. What they've done is slipped a letter through your door. On that questionnaire, there was no questions. Do you want to merge? So they've decided that you're going to merge anyway. The questions they've asked. What do you feel about it? But there's no question on do you want to. The other thing we've got a problem there is while Grenfell Tower's going on, and we've got all they still haven't found the dead in the Grenfell Tower, they tried to slip this merger through without people noticing it. So it's a case of, while we're watching Grenfell Tower, they've just slipped it, they're trying to slip it through without any of the tenants knowing. I mean, I've got next door neighbours who don't even know that this is going on. I mean, it was only, thank God, that interview on LBC was about, that people started ringing me going, God, what's happening, Bill? Is that really happening? And everything like that. So it's a case of, hang on, they've got to let people know exactly what's going on, because the housing trusts are going to merge with Genesis. It's going to get much bigger, and like the TMO, you can tell that's what happens. They don't listen to the tenants, nothing gets done, the repairs don't get done, their wages go up and we get shafted. Truth. That's the only thing I can say at the moment. But yeah.
And I'm sure you fear for the future. I'm sure you fear for the future of the housing trust and how it's going to be turned into a big corporate company. Interested in building private housing for people that can afford market rates, just below the market rates, and also private rents.
Well, this is exactly what I'm saying. Bigger is not better. At the end of the day, they get bigger, we get shafted. At the end of the day, okay, there's a better way of putting that. But I mean, here's one for you. I rang the housing trust and asked them to come and fix my door. My daughter came down, she couldn't get out of the door. I rang the housing trust, explained it to them. They said it's not an emergency. I said, how is this not an emergency? This is the only fire escape, and this was 2 days after the Grenfell Tower. It took them 5 days. All the people on Genesis are telling me about all their repairs and how long they take. So you can imagine when they merge and they get bigger, we are going to become significantly smaller. We are not going to be noticed. They're not going to make. They're not going to.
So many people still don't know about it. That's why we're here. Do you want to take some?
Recognise us as tenants. Basically, we become pains in the arse who are just ringing them up to complain about this and complain about that. But in the end, it was a case of I had to quote a law to them about a Health and Safety Act for them to come and shave the doors so the tenants could actually get out. I mean, this is how the housing trust is becoming. they're becoming too big and we're becoming too insignificant for them. That's basically the point of it. When they join with Genesis, we're going to become even smaller. As you can tell, I keep mentioning TMO, but that's how it works with them. The people in Grenfell were screaming for ages and ages for something to be done. And they just thought, well, we're too big for you to worry about. And that is the outcome. I mean, at the end of the day, if we don't stand and march on the 13th of September, we are going to become nothing.
Absolutely.
Basically,
Yeah, what today?
that's it.
No, we're getting them on Tuesday.